sound, turn the lights out. Tell me when you want it. Baby, you're the one I wanna know about. It can fall in slowly, yeah.
Yellow. Hey, happy Monday. Welcome back to another video. This is the frame for the window in our bathroom suite. And I have been wanting to remove this paint and stain this like a dark walnut. So today was the day I was just like, you know what? I want to get this done. I ran to Home Depot and I got this huge container of stripper, and I did not realize how expensive this stuff was. It was like 52 bucks. But anyways, I poured this on a paper plate, and then I'm just going to do a test run. So I just did like a corner of this, and I let this sit for like 20 minutes, and then I scraped it off to see kind of what we are working with. I do not want to do another repeat of the bathroom cabinets, and so I decided to do a test run first. I did open up all the windows. So I already turned off the air and I was dying in here, y'all, but I had all of the windows open. This one, the both windows on the sides of the bed, and I also had the fan going. Yes, I should have been wearing a mask. So if you are using chemicals, you always want to make sure you wear a mask, but y'all, I could not breathe. Like, it was already hot in here. And so I did end up taking it off. I just want to stress that, like, it's definitely, I should have just kept it on, but I didn't. So as you can see, the paint did lift off pretty well. I took my scraper to this and I was just like, you know what, let me just go ahead and go all in. So I ended up doing that. I didn't film everything because I didn't want to be super redundant, but I did put the stripper on the entire frame, and I let this sit for like 30 minutes, and then I came back and I scraped everything off. But we're also going to be doing some cleaning in today's video. I hope that you are doing well. It is another week. We made it through another week, and I hope you're taking care of yourself physically and mentally. So let's go ahead and jump into the video.
We don't need to do the talking. Get into it, baby, softly, yeah. 매일 on and on, 계속 on and on. Baby, come and show me. Take my heart. I never thought I could love this hard. Oh, I can't get enough. You got me feeling like, you got me singing like, I love it when you do it like that. When you walk out wearing nothing but, I love it when we do it like that. You know that I'm right there, want you to, you make it look so easy like that. Then you try out my attention like, you make me go on and on and on and on, yeah, yeah. 낮이 되면 잠깐, come on outside. Tell me when you want it. Baby, you don't need to know my whereabouts. I don't get too lonely, yeah.
Did have to come back quite a few times, actually, which I didn't show you, but I did have to come back and put some more layers. So I laid down some plastic bags and also just some leftover brown like packaging paper that I had, and so that I could try to prevent this stuff from dripping in the tub. There were still some marks. It was difficult right here because the tub is right underneath it. So, and obviously I had to stand in the tub and on the edges of the tub to get everything. And so it was like, I wanted the paper to catch everything, but also stepping in it, you know, it was hard. Like I had to lay something down to try and catch the excess, but also I had to step here in order to scrape it and to sand it and to get and wipe it down and clean it. And I was doing all of that at once. So it was just, it's just an awkward space. And also with the windows being open, with everything being open, there was a good breeze in here. And so it did, like, spots just kept drying. And when you're working with stripper, you definitely want to make sure that it stays wet, because when it dries, the chemical reaction is not going to do its thing. Like, none of this stuff is going to lift up. So I kept going like back and forth. I mean, I was watching football too, y'all. It's preseason, but I don't care. Football is football. So I was doing that, and I kind of just stayed like in this area, like in the room and in the hallway and everything, just kind of waiting for it and checking on it often to make sure that spots weren't completely drying out.
Look at me, just baby, I do me on and on, 계속 on and on. Baby, come and show me, yeah. My heart, I never thought I could love this hard. Oh, I can't get enough. You got me feeling like, you got me singing like, I love it when you do it like that. When you walk out wearing nothing but, I love it when we do it like that. You know that I'm right there, want you to, you make it look so easy like that. Then you try out my attention like, walk out wearing nothing but I love it when we do it like that. You know that I'm right there, want you to. You make it look so easy like that. Then you try out my attention like just thinking how you make me go on and on and on and on, yeah, yeah.
Part was definitely the hardest. I mean, whenever you're doing something above your shoulders, like painting or renovating or stripping or whatever, even cleaning, your neck gets tired from looking up, and then your arms get tired from having them above your head. It really was exhausting. And then B, the very ends, I had like the very corner of the tub to stand on. So I was like, my legs were almost like completely, not completely split, but pretty split, because I had one foot on the edge and then one foot on the opposite side of the tub. And then in the middle, it was just so difficult because obviously there's a big hole, like the tub is right underneath it. So it was pretty hard to get this area here done. This did take me quite a while. Honestly, every time I do a project, I'm like, oh, I'll get that done in a couple hours. Girl, no. Like this took forever. And then I had to do several applications of the stripper. So this was like the first one, and then I had to, you can see there's a huge difference here, but I didn't film everything. I had to let that, I was trying to clean as I was cleaning, I should say, as I was going, so that I just didn't have like a huge mess, So after I did the first application of stripper, I did it like 2 more times. And as you can see, a lot of the paint did lift up. So right here, I'm just using this Dollar Tree, little scrub brush and dustpan to like dust everything off. And then I went back and I wiped it down. I got a bucket, I wiped it down, and then I'll show you here in a minute. You'll see all of the debris and everything that was in the tub, but this did take me like all afternoon, all morning and all afternoon. So this was like the debris and the excess of what was left over. Obviously there was like, a little bit of stripper and everything on the walls. So I got everything picked up and nice and clean. You can see here, there are a couple of marks still in the tub, these black marks here that I'm going to pick up, but this is the next day. This is how it was looking. There are still a lot of light spots, so I do need to go back and sand. That's another thing that I really didn't show. I did a bunch of sanding and my hand was killing me, y'all. It was killing me. So I came back here and I sanded a little bit more, and then I'm also going to caulk in some of the spots. So on the very top, there are some holes that needed some caulking, and so after I did a good sanding here, I went back and I filled in all of the holes.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive, get down dirty, act like the bad guy. When you feel like calling midnight, you got the best of me. You got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you.
Like I mentioned, I did a bunch of sanding. It felt like it was never ending. I did a little bit, like I sanded for 10 minutes and then took a break, and sanded for 10 minutes and took a break. I was just really giving myself a lot of breaks because my hand was, if you're new here and you don't know, I honestly think that I have arthritis. I have seen a doctor and I do have carpal tunnel, but it has definitely gotten worse. Like my hand just always hurts, especially doing stuff like this. So I took a good break. Little man and I, we did the yard. We trimmed everything. Well, we cut it. I watered a lot of the dead spots. I trimmed like all my plants and everything. So that just felt good to just get out of the house and kind of take a huge break from this. But I did come back and do some of the caulking. So a lot of the wood like is kind of splitting here. The framing here is not perfect. Like, especially with the tile in the window, you can definitely tell from when they built the house that it's not perfect at all. So I did fill in quite a few of the holes and like the splitting and everything. And obviously I have to let that dry overnight. So I wanted to get that done. And then I did vacuum up a lot of the sanding debris. I did think about bringing in my sander, but with all of like the small trim and the cuts and everything else on the wood, like the sander really would not fit. I do have a circular sander, and I didn't want to strip like the framing of the window or the metal or anything else. And so it's just best to do it by hand to get in the corners and everything really well. Unfortunately, it's just going to take a while. And as you can see here, some of the paint is still seeping through, and I really do not want to stain it until I try to lift up all of the paint like as much as I can. So hubby is going to help me when he has a day off, which is coming up. So that'll be good. And hopefully we can just both tackle this and get all of the paint lifted up. Now, when I did stained this vanity a while back, this black stain, I used a gel stain. There are some ledges and everything that I need to caulk, and I meant to do that here. And then when I was like, what the heck is going on with this daggone gun? It was empty. The entire thing was empty. So I took it out and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was just at Home Depot. So I need to go back and get some more caulk because I'm out. Unfortunately, our dryer is doing the same daggone thing. It's giving us a clog error, which has happened before. And I don't know what the heck is going on. We're going to have to contact Samsung because we blew it with the leaf blower. Like, it's blowing fine on the side of the house. Like, hubby went on the side of the house while I stayed inside and blew it. And I don't get why we keep getting this daggone code. So when hubby gets home, he's going to take the panel off of the back of the dryer because I know that there's a couple other portions in the back of the dryer where you can have a clog. So we're going to try to see if there's anything there. And if not, we're going to have to contact Samsung so that they can come out and see what the heck is going on with it. But it is the next day and we're going to get this bathroom deep cleaned. It definitely needed it.
All two different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trace the stars above to let us know? Let go. We only got this life, no guarantees and stars align. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. Hiding it by myself, no guarantees you'll find me. Said if it's faith you'll find me, leaving the past behind. We're in phases, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust the stars about to let us know? I'd go, but
I decided to start with the toilet this time. Usually I would just start with the sink and everything, but I think I'm going to start doing it this way because I just could not believe, like, I cannot believe how much urine is just on everything, y'all. Like, having a little kiddo, like a little boy, is definitely, I mean, there's two, you know, obviously there's hubby too, but, and I'm not just saying it's just from little man because this is what I'm trying to say. Pee is everywhere, okay? With men in the house, boys, men in the house, it really does. Even when you don't think like, oh, it's getting anywhere, or like the men are, and I'm sure that, you know, they're aiming in the toilet, but it really does, y'all. It splashes everywhere. And that's why, like, it is, I'm just like, how is it's on the wall? It's on the floor. It's on the trash can. It is just everywhere. And bathrooms are just so disgusting and cleaning. I mean, seeing mine, you know, I can just, I don't know, just like public, I was thinking about this when I was cleaning. I was just like, the public restrooms, y'all know that, the custodians and everything, and I'm not like knocking their jobs, because I know custodians, that is one heck of a job to have, like, especially cleaning like public areas, but they're not getting on their hands and knees to scrub like I wouldn't either. If it's not my home, like I'm not doing all that. Yeah, you do your job and everything, but I'm just saying they're not doing like deep cleans. And so it's just, who knows how many germs and everything else just like goes everywhere. But if you see on top of this trash can, this is all pee. Like it's all urine. And I know what you're thinking, like, girl, put some gloves on. I personally do not like using gloves when I mean, if I was cleaning somebody else's home, absolutely 110%. But for my home, I just don't like the feeling of gloves. It makes my hands sweaty, and I don't like that. Like, I don't know. I don't like the feeling. So unless I'm doing something where it's like, chemical, like I'm going to potentially get a chemical burn or something, then obviously I will put them on. I probably should use gloves. I just really, really don't like the feeling of using them. But anyways, yeah, I'm just saying bathrooms are just disgusting in general. And, everybody does it though. Everybody does their business. And, it's a part of life. You gotta have your bathroom clean, and a clean bathroom just feels really, really good.
I don't even know I am here. You've been so distant lately, taking your time, losing my mind. Yeah, do I even care anymore? Taking my love for granted, thinking about us turning to dust. You said that I already know we're better when we're alone. I don't know what to say. You don't wanna be with me, I don't wanna give it up, baby. Is this really what you want? Then I'ma get out of your way. You don't wanna be with me, I don't wanna give it up, baby. Is this really what you want? Then I'ma get out. I wonder what will happen to us. Yeah, will we be friends or strangers? Feeling left out, losing our time.
So I'm going to get everything nice and swept up in here. And then I did end up just cleaning the floor by hand. I did just with the rag and my bottle of pine salt with some water. I just wanted to give this a really, really good scrub. So got that done. And then we are going to move on into the kitchen.
I miss how you make me laugh, how you make me lose my mind. You make my life every day. You said that I already know we're better when we're alone. I don't know what to say. You don't wanna be with me, I don't wanna give it up, baby. Is this really what you want? Then I'ma get out of your way. You don't wanna be with me, I don't wanna give it up, baby. Is this really what you want? Then I'ma get out. I don't wanna give it up tonight. I don't wanna give my life to someone else. Go ruin my night. I don't wanna give it up tonight. I don't wanna give my life to someone else. Go ruin my night. Go ruin my night. Go ruin my night. Thinking about what I would say, getting better day by day. Same apartment, different place. Will I ever be the same? You don't wanna be with me, I don't wanna give it up, baby. Is this really what you want? And I'ma get out of your way. You don't wanna be with me, I don't wanna give it up, baby. Is this really what you want? And I'ma get out. I don't wanna give it up tonight. I don't wanna give my life to someone else. Go ruin my night. I don't wanna give it up tonight. I don't wanna give my life to someone else. Go ruin my night.
I need to get a new utensil organizer. Like that thing is just a shot. I tried the one that I have now. It's a wood one, which I really like. And I tried to hot glue the portion that has the knives, because the knives slide through the hole and it's just so annoying, but it's not holding up. So that is something that I definitely want to get, and maybe a new organizer for like my utensils and things, because I really want to do a good declutter. Like I want to declutter the cup, like the pantry, like where we keep the cups and everything, the utensils. I want to get everything just nice and organized, and really toss things that I'm just not using, and kind of declutter also the remaining cabinets. Like the kitchen is one of the areas in your house where I think clutter is the most like prominent, because you're always buying stuff. Like there's always a gadget or a utensil or a tool or something for something, there's always something for something that you're never, you may use one time or whatever. And then you just hold on to it, and you're always collecting more things like Tupperwares and lids, and the lids are in a separate place, or you have bowls that don't have lids and everything else. And it's just the one area, in my opinion, that there's just so much stuff. Clutter is just so easy to gather. And also your spices and like products that you use for, for cooking and everything, stuff expires, and just all of the things. So there is, as you saw, like towels and clothes and everything else that's hanging up. I had a load going when the dryer kept doing that code. And so after like going out and blowing the vents several times and trying it again, the error kept coming up. And so hubby and I had to end up just like putting it, pretty much drying everything like by air drying everything. So we hung up a bunch of clothes just in random spots, and I ended up, you'll see here in a minute, I will go and fold those and just get everything in a basket. But right here, I'm trying to just go through the pantry and kind of just declutter and get everything, what's the word I'm looking for? Condense, like getting rid of all the boxes, putting things in their container if they can fit. And I love to do this because it makes the pantry just less cluttered and more organized. And I take a mental note, a mental note and an actual physical note of what we need for the next Sam's Run. So on Sam's Run, on the very top of the pantry, I keep all of the like overflow things, like extra sugar, extra flour, extra condiments, because usually we buy a lot of stuff at Sam's. We'll go to like Walmart or Kroger or something like that throughout the week if we need something. But normally we really try to get all like the bulk majority of our shopping done at Sam's. And a lot of times that means, obviously it's like you're getting economy packs of things. And so you'll get extra jelly and extra sauces and things like that, which isn't bad because you just get way more bang for your buck, but it does give you like a lot of extras of stuff. And so on the very top, I just try to keep all the extras so that I can keep the small remaining shelves that I do have for the rest of the food. I tried to put the muffins in here, but in the pantry, but unfortunately I just didn't have any room. But I did make a list, which was good, of all the things that we needed for the next Sam's Run.
Boy, you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote it for me, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved and treated differently, yeah. But something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're on completely different pages. Let's go where we were, where no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't.
So our sink, the faucet is dripping. It's been dripping for a while, and I don't think that is something that can be fixed. I'm not sure. I think once it starts leaking like that, you have to get a new faucet. I'm going to look that up, but I do want to if and when we do need a new faucet, I'm going to get a black one. So I want to get something that's black. I think it'll look way better with because we do have like some black and dark speckles in the granite. And also another thing I want to do is all of the handles and pools, I want to get those black also. I did think about spray painting the ones that we have now. They're a silver. They match they're the same color as the faucet. But I know that like after a while that's like a temporary fix. It will start chipping. The paint will start chipping from the metal. So I think it would be just a better investment just to get new ones. And plus, I do think I want something different. So the handles and pulls, I don't know if you can see on the very top corner of the screen. I'm going to put an arrow here so you can see. On the sides, both the pulls and the handles are open, so your clothes can get caught on it, which we've done so many times, countless times. And also like your towels and other things can get caught on the pulls and handles. So maybe do like a different, I don't know if I want like a round pull, a different type of handle, but that is something eventually that I would like to do as well. And I think that'll make the cabinets pop a lot more, both tones, the bottom and the white on the top. So that is definitely something that I would love to do. I ended up putting, y'all, I have our coffee maker twice. I broke our the pot, the glass from the pot, which is so annoying. Like that thing is so sensitive. I am kind of heavy-handed too, so it could be a mixture of both. But I've broken that thing twice. So like now when I clean it, I fill the coffee pot up with hot soapy water and I let that soak for like a good 30 minutes. And then I try to lightly scrub this, but I do also like to do a vinegar rinse every now and then. It's definitely, our coffee pot is due for that. I just put some water with some vinegar and I run the coffee pot like normal. And then all of the attachments that I'm cleaning here, I will put them in a big glass bowl full of vinegar and I let them sit like overnight. That helps them, man, those things will come out sparkling clean. Like you will have no coffee residue on any of your attachments at all. I highly recommend it.
Switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Will you take me on a trip? Always up and down and back and forth in merry-go-round. I just wanna get it right. But when you go left, I'm stuck here feeling left behind. Cause something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're going different directions. Let's go where we were, when no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. If you love me just like you say you do, don't kill the good vibes. If you kill them, you're gonna kill us too. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe.
I was smelling everything. It smelled so good. I don't know what it is about when you wash your clothes and then have them air dry. I feel like they smell so much better. But while I was folding these clothes, I was just thinking about how they did things back in the day. Like, I swear, I feel like people that lived back in the day that didn't have all of the conveniences that we have now would look back at us and just be like, you guys have it so good. Like, that's why I try to be so grateful for the things that I have. But just imagine like when diapers weren't invented and wipes and paper towels and washers and dryers and things like that. Like, it is just, it's, you know, and some people still don't have these things, you know. But it's crazy. I would love to have a clothesline. I don't know why, but I envision my dream backyard, y'all. Don't even, I'm super grateful for what I have, but I would love to have a full, like a huge backyard that was surrounded by trees, like just surrounded by trees, maybe overlooking like a stream or something like that, where your neighbors weren't, you know, you couldn't look out your window and tag your neighbor like how houses are built nowadays. I would love to be like away from neighbors. I don't want to be like, you know, super far away from everything where I'd have to drive a couple of hours just to go to a store. Like I still want to be able to be in reach of things, but I also want to have space, if you know what I mean. And I would love to have some chickens, a chicken coop, and grow my own crops, like a huge garden, a greenhouse. Y'all, I would go, oh my goodness, I would be growing like crazy, like some orchids. I'd have like a humidifier, I don't know, something going on in there where it was nice and humid, where I can grow a bunch of stuff. I would just love that. Even like a little she shed, or like a huge, beautiful, like outdoor patio area where I could burn like an outdoor fire pit with a TV where we could watch some football, and a projection screen where we could watch movies and just be like in peace, not have to worry about your neighbors looking into your yard, and not have to like hear, you know, a bunch of traffic or a bunch of people. Like, y'all, I could go on and on. Like that is seriously my dream. And I would have a clothesline. I straight up would. Like I would straight up wash my clothes. I mean, I'd still probably wash it in the washer. I know I would. And then just hang them up and have the wind. I swear I'm thinking of like Little House on the Prairie, but that really is like one of my dreams. I would really love that. But anyways, I am just wiping everything down. I'm going to wipe down all of the countertops, just get them nice and wiped down and sanitized. And I'm also going to do the table as well.
We drove to New Jersey. Your eyes sing, I'll be worried. You said it was nothing, but I know you get buried in the sorrow of us, in the sorrow of us. How did we end up here? We used to laugh so hard. When did we stop loving, babe? When did it all go too far?
Took the placemats off and I threw those in the sink. I'm going to wash those as well. As soon as I was done washing the dishes and then cleaning the sink, I was like, oh my goodness, that bowl that I had just sitting on the countertop soaking in some water like overnight after I made those muffins, I totally forgot about it. I can't stand when I do that, but I got that washed as well. So I'm going to clean the table off really well. And then I'm also going to clean the other part of the countertop, like where the coffee table or the coffee maker is. We don't really use that countertop, very much. I mean, hubby has like this little basket where he throws like the stuff that's in his pockets for work. He'll come home and throw that. And then, in the morning he'll pick up what he needs and put it in his pockets for work. But other than that, that's kind of like the neglected portion of the countertops, just because it's just not something that we use every single day. But I do still try, I do still wipe it down and try to make sure that it's cleaned as well.
It's like we don't know how to talk without the phrase getting higher. You hear when I mean, yeah, nothing else in between, yeah. Try to connect without making a scene, but we don't listen when we talk. We don't listen when we talk. I know you have your reasons to yell at me tonight, baby. Can we see this as a lesson? Then maybe we should open up the sorrow of us, the sorrow of us. How did we end up here? We used to laugh so hard. When did we stop loving, babe? When did it all go too far? We don't listen when
right here gives a perfect visual of what I mean by, if you can imagine these handles and pulls for the drawers and the cabinets being black instead of silver, I really think it will go with this a lot better. So I'm pretty excited to replace those. But the kitchen is nice and wiped down and cleaned. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this video gave you a little cleaning motivation for this week, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye.